What's a true fact that leads to scary thoughts? Serious. Talking to someone and never batting an eye on whether or not it'll be the last conversation you have with them. Edit. Wow, thanks for all the upvotes. This is my first Reddit thing ever. Anyways, lotta people posted their story, so I wanna share mine. Had this friend who I was very close in the summer and we drifted away, but we were still very close. One day I got a new phone and new number, and later that day I found out she died the night prior in a car accident. I wasn't able to message her friends and ask how they were since I had a new number and the verification code was sent to my old one. Hurt me a lot since they were always there when I needed them. After the incident, I'd sometimes text her phone number as a way to talk to her, and send her updates on my gaming setup, since before we'd always talk about it and she'd ask to be the first to see it. She was like 14 when she died. You start to think about it the older you get. You realize that gaps in between seeing people get longer and longer, you shed relationships. I just went to the funeral for the father of an ex-girlfriend and I hadn't seen her in 6 years. In our brief conversation it dawned on me that this was the last time I would ever see her. I'm apathetic about it. No harm, no foul. Every year, you will pass the anniversary of your death. Unless you die on February 29. At any given moment, we could develop an aneurysm, have a stroke, or Alzheimer's. Years of education, knowledge, experiences and memories erased. No longer able to walk, or talk, or know who anyone is. A simple fall down the stairs, a slip on the ice, a car accident. Hard enough hit to the head and it's gone. Global warming is assisting certain fungus to become more adapted to warmer temperatures, and there are now many documented cases worldwide of deadly, often untreatable fungal infections in humans. In the past, our body temperature was high enough to prevent the fungus from surviving. The next pandemic won't be viral, but likely fungal. Female manta rays can store semen away for later use for several years. The universe is 14 billion years old. Humans have been around for a small fraction of that time. During this time there could have been thousands of alien civilizations that rised and fell, and some may have prospered. And yet, for all we know about the universe, we often consider ourselves the center of everything, even though our planet is just a grain of sand that is the desert of existence. Someday you will die. With rare exceptions, you will not be immortalized in human consciousness. You can do something heroic, and later generations might call you a monster. Tarantulas can swim. Enough of your personal information is accessible to apps and websites for them to predict your political views, tastes, and personal opinions enough to recommend content that they know you'll be swayed by. There's also some sites that sell your data, and some that can predict your future based on your background and interests. The brain-eating amoeba's mere existence. I think the fact that you can just go swimming one day and die some days or weeks after that just because a small-ass unicellular being entered your nose and started eating your nervous system is frankly terrifying. In simple terms, a cancer cell is a cell that is damaged or not working properly, which leads to rapid division and abnormal mass growth. Our body has mechanisms to kill cells that aren't doing their job properly, and every day, non-stop, our body looks for them and kills them. The problem of cancer are not the damaged cells, is that our body missed one pesky lit shitty damaged cell, and now it is divided and replicated, and turning into a growing mass. Since the moment we are born, we have these faulty cells. And since the moment we are born our body works to correct it by killing them. Every single day until you die. And for some people, until a day that it misses one and all hell breaks. Part of the reason cancer is so common now is because people are living longer. I read an article once that stated, if you live long enough, nearly everybody will get some form of cancer at some point. One day none of this will exist. You don't know what you forgot. We do not know exactly how many nuclear weapons the Soviet Union lost track of during its existence, but we do know that it's not zero. Based on current furniture building methods, the velocity a fire catches and spreads on modern items is a bit terrifying when compared to legacy, pure construction methods and materials. Solid wood, for example. A small test can be seen here. https://www.youtube.com/watch?v=ADNPHQ5GGO. Also, because of modern building materials, fires are more dangerous to firefighters now, not just because of the rate of speed, but also because of inhaling toxic chemicals. Melting plastics in every house fire will add up over the course of a career. Submarines nowadays are really stealthy. There was a situation IIRC in the 60s or around the 70s where two submarines almost collided. Now imagine one country deciding to launch a ballistic missile that could wipe out a city or small town on a sub like that.